Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. Courtesy of PWInsider.com. Neckbeard, Mike Johnson.
What's up, MBZ?
This week in wrestling history as we see fit. January 29th, 2011. Roddy Piper battling Terry Funk during a Battle Royal and Jake Roberts' official retiring match highlighted a PWG event held as part of Wrestle Reunion in Los Angeles, California. Neckbeard Mike Johnson filed the following live report of the show, which is available via DVD from highspots.com.
How is Roddy Piper beating up on an old man wrestling news? How's that wrestling news? I mean, I'm sure Terry Funk probably did something inappropriately, probably tried to grab his junk or something, and then Roddy Piper had to whoop that ass. But how is that wrestling news? That's what Terry Funk does, and that's the outcome that should have happened. Come on, where the real news at, man? Don't like care about Terry Funk, man.
January 30th, 1904. George Hackenschmidt.
Oh, speaking of George Hackenschmidt,
defeats Ahmed Madrali in London, England to become the recognized undisputed world heavyweight champion outside of North America. Hackenschmidt, who had been claiming the title for 4 years by then, had already won the world championship tournaments in Austria, France, Germany, and Russia in 1901. He would gain worldwide championship recognition on May 4th, 1905, when he defeated American heavyweight champion Tom Jenkins in New York City, New York.
Damn, he really was the world champion.
There you go. There's some news and history for you.
I appreciate that. Shoot, I want to fight George Hackenschmidt then. Shoot, become the real world's champion.
January 31st, 1998. ECW held the 5th annual and final Hostile City Showdown at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Well, look at that.
The results. Chris Chetty and Jerry Lynn defeated the full-blooded Italians, Little Guido and Tracy Smothers, in a match.
Okay. I saw a chick that looked like Little Guido.
Rob Van Dam and Sabu defeated Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney by disqualification.
Okay.
Spike Dudley pinned Gran Naniwa.
No clue who that is.
Just Incredible pinned Gran Hamada.
Oh, there's bad night for the Grands.
The Triple Threat, ECW World Heavyweight Champion Shane Douglas and ECW World Tag Team Champions Cuck Candido and Lance Storm fought Bam Bam Bigelow and ECW World Television Champion Taz to a no contest.
They love their no contest.
They do. Al Snow pinned Doug Furnace. In a 4-way dance, Rob Van Dam and Sabu defeated the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Gangstanators, John Cronus and New Jack, and Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman. Devon pinned Cronus, Sabu and RVD pinned the Dudleys, and Sabu pinned the Sandman.
Dang, it's so close, Sandman.
February 1st, 1997, ECW held Crossing the Line again at the ECW Arena in Philly. The show opened with an impassioned speech from Paulie, with the entire roster present, announcing that Barely Legal, the first ECW pay-per-view, would be held on April 13th to be headlined by Sabu versus Axel Rotten. The results were Louis Spicoli pinned Mike Awesome, Lance Storm pinned Balls Mahoney, Stevie Richards pinned Ricky Morton, Steve Williams, Dr. Death, pinned Axel Rotten. Well, okay. Makes no sense that he just... Why would he go to the first pay-per-view and he just does the job?
He's headlining the pay-per-view, apparently.
And then he does the job right here to Dr. Death.
My forehead was already wrinkled, and now just got even more wrinkled.
ECW World Heavyweight Champion Raven pinned Dr. Death Steve Williams to retain the title. Damn, Steve. He's working double duty. Yeah. The Sandman pinned Devon Dudley with a leg drop off the top rope of a steel chair on Devon's head. After the match, Joel Gertner got in the ring, announced Devon as the winner, and was taken out by the Sandman. Bubba Ray and Spike ran in, Bubba Ray hitting Sandman with a chair. Spike tried to fight off Bubba and Devon, but was given the Dudley Death Drop, the first time the move was ever used. The gangsters came out and tried to make the save, but they got taken out too. The Dudleys were baby faces at first. Devon comes in as the sole heel black sheep, and then he ends up destroying all the Dudleys. And then finally, if you can't beat them, join them. And then the classic version of the Dudley Boys is formed.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Okay.
ECW Tag Team Champions, the Eliminators, John Cronus and Perry Saturn, defeated Sabu and Rob Van Dam to retain the title when Saturn pinned RVD after the total elimination. The Living Legend, Terry Funk, defeated Wildfire Tommy Rich in a match.
The fuck, Tommy? I mean, he's an old freaking man. How does Terry Funk must wrestle for free? Because I know nobody's paying to see him, and I know nobody is paying for him to work on their show. So he must wrestle for free.
Tommy Dreamer and the Pitbulls defeated the Triple Threat, Cuck Candido, ECW Television Champion Shane Douglas, and Primetime Brian Lee.
Rest in peace.
Oh, to Cuck.
Oh, isn't Brian Lee dead too?
Ooh, he might be. I don't know. I'm about to check that. Check that.
Let me check. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong in this case.
Groundhog Day, 1989. The World Wrestling Alliance, the former Central States Wrestling, in conjunction with All Japan Pro Wrestling, held International Bash at Memorial Hall in Kansas City, Kansas. The results as follows. Rick McCord defeated Bobby Jaggers. Tiger Mask won. Mishuru Misawa defeated Tommy Sharp. Dory Funk Jr. and Terry Funk defeated Doug Summers and Gary Young when Terry made Young submit with the spinning toe hold. Tenru defeated Wild Bill Irwin. Mr. Sato defeated Mr. Hughes.
Oh, shit.
The British Bulldogs, Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith, and the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton, fought to a 30-minute draw. Pat O'Connor, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, was the referee.
And great news, Brian Lee is still alive.
NWA International Heavyweight Champion Jumbo Tsuruta and Yoshiaki Yatsu defeated All Japan Pro Wrestling Unified World Tag Team Champions, NWA United National and PWF Heavyweight Champions Stan Hansen and Bam Bam Terry Gordy when Tsuruta pinned Gordy to win the title. This ended Gordy and Hansen's second reign and began Tsuruta's and Yatsu's fourth.
Konnichiwa.
And finally, WWA World Heavyweight Champion Mike George defeated Stevie Ray by countout to retain the title. I don't know if that's Booker T's brother.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was Harlem Heat.
I don't think he was known as Stevie Ray back then. February 3rd, 1989, WWF's second edition of The Main Event airs live on NBC from the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The show got an 11.6 rating.
Damn, okay,
Right?
okay.
The results were the Mega Powers.
Oh, naturally did, of course.
Hulk Hogan and World Wrestling Federation champion Macho Man Randy Savage, with Miss Elizabeth, defeated the Twin Towers, the African Dream, Akeem, and the Big Boss Man, accompanied by Slick, when Hogan pinned Akeem after a leg drop. During the match, Savage was thrown out of the ring by Akeem onto Elizabeth. Hogan carried Elizabeth backstage for medical attention. She came to and told Hogan to return to the ring. Hogan came back to the ring and called for tag and was then slapped in the face by Savage, who then left the ring. Hogan then won the match, then went to the back as well. Savage accused Hogan of trying to steal Miss Elizabeth away. Hogan then begged Elizabeth to talk some sense into his partner. Savage hit Hogan with the WWF title belt and attacked him. Brother Brudai and several officials broke up the fight. The Mega Powers' 5-month partnership was over, and the stage was set for Savage's title defense against Hogan 2 months later at WrestleMania V. Hosted at Trump Tower, owned by current President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Oh, man, that was an epic match, too, when the Mega Powers exploded. But Randy was such a hothead, man. They could have had a much longer run if he would have listened to reason and not overreacted.
And today, February 4th, 1995. ECW held double tables at the ECW Arena in Philly. The results as follows. Jason the Terrible and the Pitbulls, number 1 and number 2, defeated the Shy, Hack Myers, and the Young Drag Queens, number 1 Paul Loria and number 2 Mikey Whipwreck.
So wait a minute, is Jason the Terrible the same Jason How's My Suit guy?
No, Jason the Terrible is coming soon, and he's dressed up as Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
Remember from Wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Jason.
Oh, so he's a manager now.
No, Jason is still, Jason. You know what I'm saying? But Jason the Terrible, came over from Wing to join Jason's stable for the one match.
Interesting, okay.
The Putts, Tommy Dreamer defeated Dancing Stevie Richards. Mikey Whipwreck defeated Paul Loria. Ian Rotten defeated Axel Rotten. Chris Benoit defeated Al Snow in a classic.
I don't know what's harder to believe, that the Rottens fought each other or Al Snow was involved in a classic.
Oh shit, the Rottens might be feud of the year 95.
Oh, dang.
Oh yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Right.
Stay tuned. ECW World Heavyweight Champion Shane Douglas defeated Tully Blanchard to retain the title.
Where are they finding these fossils at?
It's all a part of the world beater Shane Douglas shtick after he throws down the belt. You'll see.
Oh, well,
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Will do.
Cactus Jack defeated Sandman in a Texas death match. And Sabu and the Tasmaniac defeated ECW World Tag Team Champions, the Pubic Enema, Johnny Grunge, and Flyboy Rocco Rock in a double tables match to win the title.
Sabu and Taz joined forces. Okay.
And courtesy of Neckbeard Mike Johnson. That is your week in wrestling history, as we see fit. There's more shit that happened, but again, go to fucking pwinsider.com.
Thank you, Neckbeard. Thank you, Neckbeard.
We love you, Neckbeard.
Let's not get carried away.
Speaking of Neckbeard, he'll be showing up.
What, he's coming to undisclosed location Alpha?
No, he'll be showing up on the Extreme Retro Review. Just for you. That we'll be doing in a few. Hostile City Showdown.
Oh, yeah.
1990 Fizz out. Peace.
Peace.